As parents, we'll do absolutely anything and everything to keep our kids healthy. That's why when they get sick, oh man, do we get stressed. From stuffy noses to coughs and especially fevers. Our natural reaction as parents is to go straight to fight or flight, worry, and anxiety. It's this natural, stressful emotion combined with a generation or two of training that also then sends so many parents right to the doctor's office or pharmacy aisle with their sick kiddos. You see, the biggest problem with our current healthcare system that trains us to turn to Tylenol, antibiotics, decongestants, and corticosteroids almost immediately is that while those things may help in the short term, they weaken and suppress the immune system and body in the long term. The truth is, God designed our kids to be healthy and strong right out of the gates, but they also have quite a bit of growth and development yet to go. Getting sick a few times in those first few years when the teeth are coming in or the weather is changing can actually be a good thing that brings about some short-term struggles that add up to long-term gains. If you've had this internal struggle between going natural or going medical when your kids are sick, you most definitely aren't alone. Parents of today, more than ever, are looking for the answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. Each of us parents wants to always do what's right, helping our kids get through the illness as fast as possible and avoid them in the future. To not load up on all sorts of natural health, nervous, and immune system boosting actions during an illness, but also rest assured you're helping your child build strength, resilience, and adaptability in the long term as well. I want to talk about Jack. Jack is finally kicking the constant cycle of sickness. Here's what mom has to say. Starting at 18 months, Jack would have breathing issues when he got sick. He has been to the ER a few times to receive breathing treatments, steroids, and oxygen, along with being prescribed an inhaler. It seemed like he would get sick often and it would last longer than normal. A common cold would linger and could escalate to needing an inhaler. As a mom, I always worried when I would notice him get the sniffles for fear of it turning into a respiratory illness. And if it was a respiratory illness, I felt like I was always on high alert with his coughing and breathing, needing to judge if we needed to take a trip to urgent care. It was exhausting. I had so much mom guilt with giving him his inhaler so many times. I felt stuck with options on how to help him. We would use his inhaler multiple times a day to keep his coughing controlled and his breathing normal. He would have the humidifier going all the time and giving fever-reducing medication that helped with inflammation, and it felt like these things were barely keeping the symptoms at bay. When we started getting neurologically-focused chiropractic care, I knew we would receive care that would help heal Jack from the inside out and have lasting results, not just band-aids for deep issues. We started Jack's chiropractic care right around the beginning of RSV flu season, and I knew the kids would be bringing home germs. I wanted to start working on his immune system for when he would get sick. When he did get sick, we didn't have to use his inhaler. He didn't suffer any breathing issues. His cough was hardly there, and he was over it pretty quickly. So much has changed in a short amount of time. Jack has started care. I have confidence in his body to get through illnesses quicker and without needing his inhaler. I have peace of mind and don't worry when I know he might be getting sick. Those are some powerful words from that mom. Focus first on getting the body everything it needs to fight off illness and build resilience. And second, make sure to do it in the right order or sequence. The order or sequence in which this must work is the part very few parents or even providers are aware of, is truly the secret to all of this. You can't put more complex methods of natural healing in play until the body and its central nervous system have mastered the basics or the foundation. So adding in those supplements and detoxification protocols may be important, but they can't happen without these first 4 pillars being strong foundation for the neuroimmune system to use them appropriately. Since the autonomic nervous system controls and modulates every single cell, tissue, organ, and system in the body, especially the immune system, the benefits of chiropractic care become incredibly far-reaching. You can best understand the multiple benefits of chiropractic by looking at it through the lens of a condition called dysautonomia. This is perhaps the most confusing part of chiropractic, honestly. How can it be so simple? Most parents are so used to the current medical system where there's a different specialist and kind of doctor for every system of the body. You got ENTs, GI neurologists, etc. And none of them seem to communicate or coordinate very well together. In contrast, that's exactly why chiropractic care focuses on the nervous system. The central and autonomic nervous systems are the air traffic controller of our entire body, making a healthy nervous system the key signaling catalyst for the immune system and all else. We all know what it's like to not get enough sleep. You feel moody, easily agitated, and unfocused. Plus, little sleep takes a big toll on your physical health over time. Our bodies do some of their best work while they're sleeping, and that's as fully grown adults. Consistent poor sleep in children can contribute to digestive issues, immune system problems, focus and behavior challenges, anxiety and depression, and other health concerns. Sleep is an all-important catalyst for everything else you do to keep momentum in your health. If we all think back to our childhood, it was rare not to be playing outside, moving constantly during the daylight hours. Truth is, we didn't have anything else to do. iPhones, live streaming, Nintendo Switch weren't created yet. We had to build forts, play neighborhood sports, ride bikes around town, and climb trees. I promise this is not trying to make anyone feel older than we already are, but only to emphasize the change over the last 20 plus years of how childhood is now set up to move less. Exercise and movement aren't just good for our kids' bodies, it's good for their brain and nervous system. Research shows the more kids move, the better they can activate brain pathways key to learning, focus, social development, and immune response. Plus, movement and exercise are massive catalysts for mood, sleep, and eating healthier foods. This is a big one, and no doubt a focus of your family at some point. We like to divide this into 5 simple steps. Eat nutrient-dense foods, drink plenty of water, minimize intake of processed sugars, and avoid trans or unhealthy fats and chemicals, preservatives, food dyes, etc. Don't get discouraged if you're not perfect. Think about this 80-20 balance. Consistency over the long term is more important than the one-off birthday party where natural foods go out the window or even just a meal. This is why we focus on the nervous system first with these 4 key pillars. They are the foundation for everything that follows. You can add in all the supplements, smoothies, herbs, and essential oils you want, but if your child's nervous system is stressed out, they're not sleeping, not moving, and not eating clean, nothing will work near the same. The moment your child gets sick, circle back and double down on the foundational pillars and basics here by making sure your child gets plenty of sleep, moves, eats clean, and most especially gets adjusted an extra time or 2 in order to get the nervous system and immune system functioning at their best. All of this may seem foreign and brand new to you now as you're just starting out, but we promise you, your pediatric and family neurologically-focused chiropractic team is here for you every step of the way to help build a stronger immune system for your family. Parents of today more than ever are looking for the answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help in the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. So if your child is struggling with immune-related health challenges, we have resources and help for you.